Hey, what's up, good people? Welcome back to Stock Up with Larry Jones. It's a pleasure to be here with you guys. Go ahead and hit that like, subscribe, and the notification bell. Let's get through this. Just left the dentist. My teeth are on fire. All right, good people. There's a lot going on. If you're new to the page, hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell. But there's a lot going on. Let's just get right to it. I'm going to play a video. I'm going to dissect a video with Mr. Tom Lee. And it's very interesting, and there's a lot in this video I wanted to say today anyway, so we're just going to dissect it. But first, we're going to get right into the news, okay? Right into the news. All right, so we could see that there was a lot going on. The Dow, everything. You can see stock market today, stocks edge higher amid Mideast caution. Tesla slips, right? Why did Tesla slips? All right, Tesla slips after deliveries fall. Now, good people, I took this opportunity to buy a little Tesla. Tesla didn't fall by that much. It missed deliveries by a little bit. I think the stock going down was an overreaction. Remember, anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell, especially during this situation with the port strike, which could get worse. And if it gets worse, it is going to stifle our economy and the market is not going to like it. No one knows until they get this done. Let me just say that right up front. We got that. We got the geopolitical situation, which probably will get worse if Israel retaliates. Okay, so there's a lot that could happen. Now, the market is used to this war right now. And remember, I said that a lot of times the onset of war, like the first attack, is generally the best time to buy dips in the stock market. Mr. Tom Lee is going to cover that a little later. Here's something that's happening with Nvidia. Let's get through this good news, good people. Today, this company, New York, Accenture. Let me blow this up for you guys. I can't see that. All right. Accenture. Okay. Today announced an expanded partnership, including Accenture's, I hope I'm saying that right, formation of a new NVIDIA business group. So NVIDIA and Accenture are doing a deal together with generative AI demand driving $3 billion in Accenture's booking in its recent closed fiscal year. The new group will help clients lay the foundation for, I'm not going to get into all of this stuff with these big words. AI. It's AI, good people. You're right. And so we got to dig down and see what all of this stuff means. All we know is AI, but what type of AI and all of those levels. All right. I'm just going to keep it real right here. Right. So they did a deal. Now, both companies are going a little positive because of the deal in the after hours, in the aftermarket, right? So check that out. I bought a little more Nvidia, not much even talk about before they announced this deal. And we're just going to see. I'm buying into a little of the weakness, though I think that the market could go down a little bit. So I don't want to be out. So I just dipped into my penny bank and just bought a little, right? I just want to keep it in line. All right, so let's just look at what the Dow. Let's not look at the Dow. It's not the Dow is not really important, good people. It's the S&P and the NASDAQ that's important. Now we could see that they were pretty flat, both up about a half point. The NASDAQ up about you can see, all right, 3/4 of a point, and S&P about a half a point. As you can see, the market sold off. If I was to put the Dow here, you could see what happened with all of them. Market sold off, and the Dow made it cloudy. All right, market sold off at open, ramped back up, back down, back up, down, back up, down. Look, if you don't like rodeo rides, you shouldn't have been trading today, because this is a roller coaster day, right? And a lot of people doing options freak out too quick, and it's just taking your money, playing puts and options, all right? If you lost a little money on this by freaking out, let me know. Sometimes the best trade you could make, good people, is not trading at all. All right, just remember that. Then with crypto, there's a lot going on. Crypto's not liking what's happening with this geopolitical situation, the ports. Crypto was on its way up. And like I said, it's not going to be a straight line up. So I'm buying into crypto weakness. I'm just telling you guys right now what Larry is buying. Remember, anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell. So what am I buying? What's going down the most? You guys see, I bought a little of this, right? Ethereum, just a little bit. But I bought some XRP, bought a little yesterday. And someone asked me, hey, can you talk about XRP? Well, I am going to talk about XRP, all right? I'm going to talk about XRP right after we take a peep at the memes, but because I want you guys to hold on, we're going to come back to the stock market, right? So, and then we're going to go back into crypto because I believe Mr. Lee, Tom Lee, is going to cover them both. Now, as we could see, like I was saying on yesterday with the memes, Doge down 5, Doge giveth, Doge taketh away. Bunk is still up, holding strong. Look at that. Dog and Pepe. I'm Bunk Daddy this time. Bunk is holding strong. This cycle, 2024 and 2025, I'm Bunk all the way. SHIB is still number 2 for me as far as meme coins go, right? And that's just me, all right? So let's go into some of the Bitwise news, and we're going to, we'll come back to that. There's something exciting happening with XRP, but before I talk about XRP, I want you guys to listen to this. The stock market will pump again. Crypto will pump again. The question is, will you be ready? Miralax Music presents Money and Music 2024 with speakers Stock Up with Larry Jones, Chris Sane, Stocks with Josh, all coming together for one day. That's Money and Music 2024 with an all-star band featuring Calvin Rogers, Maurice Fitzgerald, Isaiah Sharkey, and more. Don't miss your opportunity to create generational wealth. That's Saturday, October 12th, 10 to 2 p.m. Time is running out, so purchase your ticket today. That's Money and Music 2024. You be there. Again, good people, that's going to be the top link below in the description. Be there, okay? Just be there, all right? You don't want to miss it. I made it cheap. $100 will get you and your entire family there. $100 will buy 4 tickets, but time is running out. That's October 12th, all right? Now, let's talk about crypto. Let's talk about XRP. Here's some good news for the XRP lovers. I have XRP, but I ain't loving any of these coins. Not Bunk, not SHIB. Even though they've made me a lot of money, I'm going to trade these puppies because they are meme coins, right? XRP is a little different, all right? So earlier this year, I said that there will be an ETF. I said Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, and XRP will all be in this one ETF, right? And somebody said, "Oh, Larry, you're crazy. XRP will never be an ETF, right?" But listen to this.
Let's stick with XRP as we tackle the top stories. Bitwise just took a step toward launching what would be the first ETF tracking XRP. The asset manager submitted a registration filing, also known as an S1, to the SEC this morning. The S1 comes just 2 days after Bitwise registered an XRP trust product in Delaware. The company's CEO, Hunter Horsley, announced the development on X this morning, saying XRP has been an enduring crypto asset for more than a decade with investor interest. Since the approval of spot Bitcoin ETFs in January, asset managers have continued to push for crypto-backed exchange-traded products, including the Ether ETFs now trading on U.S. markets as of July, plus applications among some for a Solana-backed ETF.
So Solana's next, like you heard the lady. So I believe that would be, I'm buying some XRP. I have been buying some XRP like I've been sharing with you guys here and in the Discord. There was a period where I didn't touch it because it was dead money. And I just luckily got in at the right time. I've always held Some XRP, I had some, like I told you guys, that I never did sell. There were some that I sold, got in the bunk, made twice as much, and then came back and bought XRP like I showed you guys. My theory is I like to be in the fastest moving car. All right, I'm going to keep it moving because we got a lot to talk about today. I want you guys to listen to Mr. Tom Lee, and don't you dare laugh at his hair.
Through the end of the year, I wouldn't say you didn't change that long-term view, but you did express some near-term caution. And these people want to know, the people that follow you, the people that watch Squawk Box, they want to know exactly what to do every minute of every day. So it looked to them like you had waffled on your long-term view. And you're going to say the same thing today. I think near-term, you acknowledge that there could be some bumpiness, choppiness, but by the end of the year, you think 6,000 on the S&P.
That's right. I think we're still in the midst of a very tricky period because we've got the election in less than 35 days. And now we've got two things that investors don't know how to discount. One is, mounting tensions in the Middle East, and then a port strike that is potentially going to cripple the economy. And so I think that as investors worry about this, if we get a dip, and a big dip, I think you still want to buy that dip because the setup into year end has a lot of tailwinds.
The worst.
Let me say I agree with him. I'm going to be going back and forth. I agree with him. I'm going to buy this dip. Not only are we through September and we're October, I'm going to be buying some of this dip because the geopolitical situation, if it gets worse, you're going to find out that if there is an initial attack, we pray for peace everywhere. But if it is, unfortunately, it's the best time to go into the market, right? I prefer, of course, lives over money, but we are looking at how these geopolitical things are affecting our money. And we're also looking at how the port strike is affecting our money. Let's continue.
Scenario for the port situation is something that we've seen. And we shut down an economy already, and that was probably a time to buy. We know that. So we've seen that movie before. Could it be? I can't imagine it could be as bad as the pandemic, but we have shut down an economy before.
Yeah, that's right. So I think it creates headline risk because, the longer this strike lasts, there'll be companies that miss. And so S&P earnings might get downgraded or some stocks might miss results. But that's all just temporary. I mean, those are just short-term headwinds because it doesn't change the long-term outlook.
It's very strange that I don't remember any war that lasts, that where the effects, and we've been through quite a few back in the 90s and in the 2000s. It never seemed to have as negative an effect on the overall markets as we thought at the beginning of each.
That's right. In fact, if we look at the last 6 sort of global wars or tensions, you almost always buy the invasion. The exception was 2022 with the Russia-Ukraine war because we were also in the midst of a Fed tightening cycle. So that was not a buy the invasion event. But the other times you did want to buy.
Both Iraq wars.
Yep, both Iraq and.
Was the market, where was the market before that happened? Had levels come down, or were they trading at near highs or at highs?
Yes, this is different because we are hovering near highs and we're in an extended market.
And things aren't cheap in terms of multiples.
That's right. But at the same time, we also know there is a lot of cash on the sidelines.
Right.
Because margin debt hasn't risen for 4 months. I mean, that's pretty unusual with a rising stock market.
And my cash is some of that cash that's on the sidelines, good people. And I know some of you guys, your cash is on the sideline too. It's too tricky. There's too many things that could happen. Never feel bad about having cash on the sideline. Yeah, I don't want a pile of money in the bank sitting doing anything, but I do want to have some dry powder for better buying opportunities, all right?
I think he would argue long term, no matter how you want to think about China, it's a bad bet. He was suggesting maybe in the short term, it's a good bet. And I don't think he was necessarily opining on whether the bet is over. But the move, obviously, the big move has happened. The question is, do you see that doubling? Is that in the cards at this point of the game?
Yeah, I mean, something to keep in people's back of their mind. Over the last 10 years, China has underperformed the U.S. by 7,700 basis points. So if China doubles, it's still underperformed by like 5,000 basis points. So I mean, there's a lot of room for a rally, even if it looks corrective.
So there you have it, good people. I thought he was going to crypto. He didn't. Crypto is coming down because of everything that's happening, right? Everything affects everything. The port strike, right? The geopolitical situation, right? And it is affecting crypto and the stock market. I do believe that XRP is going to pump. For those who asked me about XRP in crypto, it just wasn't time back then. Now it is time, right? And for the XRP holders, XRP will be a winner. And you guys saw what happened with Bitcoin. You saw what happened with Ethereum as the ETFs, the run up to the ETFs, okay? And just the season that we're in right now with crypto could leg up. So the port will be over eventually. The port strike will be over eventually, right? It's going to be good for stocks and crypto. And the geopolitical situation at some point will calm down and get back to the normal chaos, right? That's going to be good for the stock market and crypto. The presidential election will also be over one day, which the stock market generally does better after the election. I believe it's probably November 5th or 7th or something like that. So even with my long positions, swing trades, I'm looking to do some buying in a dip. Either of these things turn worse, and then hopefully everything is over by the presidential election. So there's time to buy, but there's also time to sell. Let me say one more thing about Chinese stock. For me, this is Larry. I don't care if it's Alibaba, I don't care whatever it is, Neo, you name it. If it's a Chinese ADR, Larry is swinging it, and I'm never long in them. Yes, I have some. I'm not even going to say what it is, and it's up, right? And I'm about to sell that puppy. Chinese ADRs, every time the United States and China starts bumping head with geopolitical situations, the Chinese ADRs, because you're not really holding the stock, you're holding something that mimics the stock, and the money is in an offshore account. Google it, Chinese ADR. Every time something goes wrong, they take a dive. So if you're up good, you may want to set some stop losses. That's all I'm going to say. All right, good people. Hey, make sure that you guys come out and partake of Money and Music. That's what I'm going to go off with. Make sure you guys hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell. I'm going to keep bringing you the best of what I have. All right? Live, love, laugh, and learn. Here's the promo as we go out. The stock market will pump again. Crypto will pump again. The question is, will you be ready? Miralax Music presents Money and Music 2024 with speakers Stock Up with Larry Jones, Chris Sane, Stocks with Josh, all coming together for one day. That's Money and Music 2024 with an all-star band featuring Calvin Rogers, Maurice Fitzgerald, Isaiah Sharkey, and more. Don't miss your opportunity to create generational wealth. That's Saturday, October 12th, 10 to 2 p.m. Time is running out, so purchase your ticket today. That's Money and Music 2024. You be there.